Humanity, here we are, here you are. Turn the music down a second, because here's the news. Humanity, there's a lot I could say, there's a lot to say, there's a lot to do, and a lot should have been done. Because I'm not exactly chuffed at your ass right now. Why, one might say I'm positively exacerbated, incensed, infuriated, irate, feather-whited, on the peck, chewing my bits, having kittens, getting my chin out because I'm all horns and rattles, burning thunderwood, torqued, gargled, chapped, caustic, splenetic, peeved, cheesed, amped, bent, chipped, salty, sandy, pissed, torqued, bitter, fiery, fuming, and fucking dissatisfied with all of it and you right now. One could say, and I am, but don't worry. Don't worry, humanity. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to do what you all think I'm going to do and just flip out, man. Even though I have every reason to Jerry or Maguire, I'm not going to do it. I'm too high, and not because I crushed fat dork on the way over here, because it is 420 Eve, and I celebrate my faith religiously. In case I don't see you, merry weed, miss, and a happy to fucker we doing to all of ye. In the name of the Keef, Kush, Kind, and Shaboomy, we churred. May the snoochiest of booch be ever in your favor. Amen. Good snackage to thee and to all a good nug. Don't worry, that is not why. I'm high because, god damn it, even though you can't keep your shit together, clean up after a party, or govern yourselves, you get me sometimes. So I'm going to hit you with something that I love about you, you fucking maniacs. Humans, you might not cuddle. Humans, you might not be emotionally available. Humans, you might smell weird, you don't listen, you might be finished too early. Don't worry, it happens to a lot of species. But humans, you give great headlines. As a bird journalist, an avian cub, a fowl contributor looking for a good story out there in your world, the rest of the animal kingdom can't make news for shit. Squirrel remembers where its home is? That's not a chyron. Duck quacks off at tourists? That's not a headline, that's a breadline. Raccoon steals trash? Who doesn't? But you, humans, in your daily human day-to-day, you don't even have to try. From the door to the car to work and back, no matter how little you get it, you give back-breaking, knee-quivering, sheet-soaking headlines. And I'm here for it. Thank you for making it easy and breezy to be a bird in your world looking for the scoop, because I don't have to look too far, just at you. Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. The headline reads, man who didn't want to look after girlfriend's pet sent bomb threat to cruise she was on. Back in January of 2024, whomever is reading the emails at Carnival Cruise Lines got a fucking wild one. Not because it was longer than whenever Tiffany needs to tell you something but can't to your face, even though she knows it's not worth the drama, but because it said, quote, hey, I think someone might have a bomb on your Sunrise cruise ship. And though that sounds like an awkward flirt, it set off the alarm at the Sunrise, which had just departed from Miami towards Jamaica. And so the personnel had to do the thing and search over 1,000 staterooms, and the ship was escorted back to port. All of this, it turns out, is because a 19-year-old Michigan man who was living with his girlfriend's family at the time was so pissed that he had to stay home and watch the pets while they all went on a cruise that he called in a bomb threat, beaching the cruise liner, sending them all back to Michigan. And on April 15, 2025, it was announced that he will, in fact, be going to prison for 8 months. Could have been 5 years, so really it's a win for him, getting 13.3% of a 60-month sentence for a federal offense just for being stranded in Michigan in January. I mean, I get it. But really, it's the crew that paid the ultimate price, because have you ever been on a cruise? Do you know the sick shit people get up to in their rooms on a cruise? You know how you say what happens in Vegas? Because a lot of shit happens in Vegas. Now put that on a boat coming out of Miami, going to Jamaica in January. And imagine the what happens that happens behind closed doors on that musty floating bang tanker. That is a singular level of hedonism, matched only by a drunk, just divorced aunt at a wedding. And there's Midwesterners on there, ditching the January freeze, flocking like horny geese to the coast. Take all that and put it out to sea, where no one can hear you, Shiraz. The Red Frog Tiki Lounge has a drink menu that sounds like dance options at a tropical-themed strip club. The Sangria Swirl, the Cruiser, the Kiss on the Lips. Plus, it's just Diet Caribbean synth tunes 24/7. That's fuck music to anyone fleeing a Michigan winter. And you're trapped. You can't leave. You're out to sea. Your only option is chapstick and enough Fiji water to make sure you don't have a heart attack, because they're not coming to save you. It's hand jobs or die. It's the White Lotus in Margaritaville. And that little fucker had the pissy gall to call a bomb threat and make that innocent, resolute crew toss rooms on that looped-up, ocean-bound fuck hostel, all because he didn't want to watch his girlfriend's pets? Jesus, energy drinking Christ. Do they not have the word no in Michigan? I only hope that the Carnival Cruise has adequate mental health services available to the crew that had to search the rooms, let alone clean them on the daily. Those poor noble seafaring lads don't deserve the haunting visions they no doubt had to endure. Why, going to the sea was an honor back in the day, and now you've gone and soaked it all in pink drinks and vanilla-scented regrettable hookups. The gods be angered. Anyway, yeah, so that kid's in jail. And that relationship is probably done, but I don't know. You humans do a lot of weird shit, and thankfully somebody catches you and gives us all in the animal kingdom the glory of the story, but without the PTSD. Humans, you give spectacular headlines, and that wasn't the only one that I thought was the bomb. February 14th, 2019, that headline read, "Bathroom warning mistaken for bomb threat at Kansas Home Depot." Bathroom warning mistaken for bomb threat at Kansas Home Depot. On Monday, February 11th at 12:15 p.m. in Wichita, Kansas, where we lay our scene. The police were called to the Home Depot in question because an employee had been standing at a urinal, heard a bomb threat from one of the stalls, told security about it. Security called the police. Another store clerk recognized the human in question that had given the threat as a, quote, regular customer, and gave their name to the police, who then called them and questioned them, only to find out from said, quote, regular customer that what they had said in the stall at that Home Depot, that Home Depot employee had overheard, was not a bomb threat, but in fact a warning to another human in a different stall, quote, "You all need to get out of here because I'm fixing to blow it up." Meaning no, not nay, that he had an explosive device on him but in him, and wasn't about to detonate a bomb, but instead bust hard ass, which we've all experienced. And frankly, he deserves a hero's thank you, because the Home Depot restroom is a situation. Because to have to shit in a hardware store is a special kind of dire. Most hardware trips are for screws and light fixtures. Either that human had been locked in for several hours looking for the right kind of wood for whatever large-scale construction job he'd been sent to supply, or he'd just come from lunch, and most Home Depots are within sprinting distance of a Golden Corral, Red Robin, or the local Indian place, and he just misjudged the timing. He had to pull in for a light bulb or something. It was Valentine's Day the next day, and that's no reason to visit a Home Depot, so it must have been all business. But that couldn't have been his only option for a tanker to drop his cargo. It's not like Home Depot's noted for its pristine bathroom options, so best I could figure after Googling is that this guy was crushing loaded barbecue mac and cheeses and Modelo's at Side Pockets Bar and Grill. He got too drunk to drive, but not too drunk to shit. And you're not going to incinerate the bathroom at a Side Pockets on a Monday at noon. Everybody's going to know it was you. There's like 5 people in there with staff. So instead of hot dropping hot Monday dumps near family, he got precious minutes to find the nearest public stall free of shame, within jogging distance, because anyone crushing Modelo's and mac and cheese at noon on a Monday doesn't sprint. But the countdown has begun. The clock is ticking, Jack Bauer, so he Google Maps. There's no way he's going to a Papa John's. Do they even have a public restroom? But luck was on his side, because if you do, in fact, Google Map Home Depot in Wichita, Kansas, you will find that it shows the public bathroom as a location on the map. This is, of course, if the Home Depot in question was the one on McCormick Avenue, not Woodlawn Boulevard. But I think I'm right, because that one's next to a YMCA and an elementary school. And even though it was within jogging distance of the Hog Wild Pit barbecue. So really, it is a dice toss. But anyway, he leaps carefully, because he's armed at this point, side strides across the parking lot, and makes it just in time. But he's a gentleman. He's a good human of the people. He's not here to offend. That's why he left Side Pockets in the first place. He warns anyone nearby that he is, in fact, about to, quote, blow it up. And anyone who's ever had to exercise a day beer demon knows that that is serious, and we need to clear the building. Anyway, no charges were pressed because why would you? The only thing this guy is guilty of is quick thinking and relying too much on the bathroom at Home Depot's proximity to mac and cheese and Modelo's because they recognized him as a regular. But hot shits and cool heads be damned. It's just fucking glorious headlines. Humans, you give great headlines. And for a bird like me, it's just nice to get the message in a way that makes me curious because animals are shit at making things happen. So keep it up, and that is the news. I love you. Good night.
Nailed it.